And lastly, and I leave it lastly to Cuba because it's one that's been more enduring, the problem in Cuba basically is that despite being a communist regime and Marxism not working, is that they've decided, and they thought what they would do is that they would create this holding company. It's called Gaesa. It is a company that they own by the Cuban military, and that holding company owns everything that makes money in Cuba. If it makes money in Cuba, they own it, and it generates revenue for them. The Miami Herald just did an expose on Gaesa. And while you have electrical blackouts and you have all these other problems economically in Cuba, Gaesa is sitting on billions of dollars that they've generated for their permanency. In 2017, the Trump administration sanctioned Gaesa.
Imagine waking up to the news that your country's top officials are suddenly banned from entering the United States. No explanation, no warning, just revoked visas. Now imagine that this is happening because of a single decision, working with Cuban doctors.
They're known as the Army of White Coats, and their medical teams have been dispatched from Havana to help at least 16 countries, including South Africa, Qatar, and Italy.
This is exactly the reality facing CARICOM nations like Jamaica, Trinidad, and others right now. Trump's administration, through Marco Rubio, has issued a chilling threat. Either CARICOM nations cut ties with Cuba's medical program, or risk losing visas for their government officials and their families. But what does this mean for Jamaica? Should Jamaica comply? Or is this just another strong-arm tactic by the US to control the Caribbean? And most importantly, what happens next? Stay locked in as we dive deep into the biggest diplomatic war Jamaica has faced in years.